A pleasant good evening, everyone, and welcome here to Pontotoc High School baseball field, where we are set for Game 3 of the best-of-3 series between the Itawamba AHS Indians and the 7th-ranked Pontotoc Warriors here today. And the winner will advance on to the North Half Championship in baseball next weekend. Don Brooks alongside Bill Morgan. We're moments away from getting this underway. The two teams have split the first two meetings of this series. Pontotoc winning Game 1 here in Pontotoc Friday night by the score of 4-3, and then Itawamba bounced back Saturday afternoon with a 4-1 victory, and that's where we are right now. Both teams bringing back their ace pitchers for this big rubber match here today, as Caleb Kidd will go to the mound for the Warriors, the Itawamba Community College signee, 10-0 on the season with a 1.98 earned run average. And for Itawamba, they will counter with their ace pitcher, David Adair, who pitched on Friday. He's 4-2 with a 2.98 earned run average. And Coach Clay Webb out discussing the ground rules right now with the umpiring crew, and he brings his team in with a very impressive record of 29-3 on the season. And Bill, Pontotoc looking for that 30th win here today, and a win would advance them where they would take on either Ridgeland or Oxford. And that series a little bit behind because of the rain out Saturday. Ridgeland leads that series 1-0, and they're playing Game 2 in Oxford tonight.
Should be a great matchup regardless of how it comes out done. As we take a look at this capacity crowd, let us come in on what a beautiful facility we have here at Pontotoc. And I tell you what, they've just done a superb job. I know it's been a joint effort by many local people, and I tell you, they have just really done a great job here on this facility. Beautiful diamond here and all the surroundings to go along with it. And more importantly, the crowd here. There's just a capacity crowd for this deciding game here tonight in this 3-game series. And we are excited about the game. Of course, this team's been together for quite some time here, the Warriors, and playing really well together right now is what you want to do late in the season, as they've done and gotten this far and this deep in the 2004 campaign. And you know, as we looked at those batting averages, you got several guys who can step up and hit and make contact with the wood. So, you know, it's not a one-man deal. They're definitely playing good as a team here. We look forward to seeing what can happen here. And our first look at them, you and I personally. So I tell you what, I'm excited about seeing this game, and then whoever moves on could possibly play Oxford, and we'll have to see how that series comes out as well.
That would be great. Ridgeland, of course, with one of the top pitchers in the state. They won Game 1 in a pitching duel against the Oxford Chargers, and Oxford's trying to keep their season alive over in Oxford tonight. So I know the people here will be keeping an eye on that score as well, as Pontotoc trying to advance to the Final Four in the state baseball championships, and they come in the latest poll ranked number 7 in the state of Mississippi. So it's been a great season for this Warrior bunch, and as you mentioned, a lot of these players have been together a long time. 7 of the 9 starters are seniors on this ball club. Itawamba will be your visiting team today, of course. They'll be wearing the traveling black tops with the gray shorts, and Pontotoc in their homestanding white uniforms. We're going to take a break here as they announce the lineups for the two teams, and when we come back, we'll have the first pitch here from Pontotoc, Itawamba. Pontotoc, Game 3, the deciding game of this series, coming up right after this.
Coverage brought to you by the senior parents.
Everyone at Pontotoc baseball field here, as we are moments away from the first pitch. Let's take a look at the starting lineup here today for the Indians. Leading off and playing center field is number 11, Clay Weatherford. Batting second, the second baseman, number 5, Nick Brown. Batting third, the shortstop, Brian Dozier, wearing number 1. The cleanup hitter is the left fielder, number 21, Chance Prestige. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 32, Shane Nichols. Batting sixth is the first baseman, number 33, Steve Martinez. In the 7 hole is Ty Crane, the right fielder, wearing number 4. The designated hitter is number 17, Jake Long. And the catcher batting ninth, number 9, Cody Trotter. As we mentioned, Caleb Kidd on the mound, 10-0 in the year with a 1.98 earned run average. And we are underway, and the first pitch is a breaking ball inside for ball 1. Weatherford, the leadoff hitter, batting .519 on the season. leading the team in runs scored and in hits. And the pitch inside, a little bit low, ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. Weatherford will probably take one here, try to get on base. And the pitch is over but low, ball 3. So 3-0 here to Weatherford, and he'll definitely be taken all the way here. Coach Brian Long, the head man in the third base box for Itawamba. Kidd rocks and delivers, and it's low, ball 4, so a leadoff walk, a 4-pitch walk to start the game for Kidd, and Weatherford is aboard. That'll bring up Nick Brown, the second baseman, batting .427 on the year. No homers, 18 runs batted in for Brown. Weatherford will take his lead at first. We'll give you the Pontotoc defense here in just a moment as there's a throw to first, runner dives back. J.J. Hester out in left field, Jacob Kidd in center. Over in right is Kerry Walker. Down at third base today is Tyler Holt. Here's the pitch, runner goes. It's a strike, throw down to second, a one-hopper right on the money. Shortstop couldn't field it, and heading over to third will be Weatherford, so he will go to third on the error, and an error will be charged, I would think, to the shortstop that time, as Josh Robinson trying to get the tag down in a hurry on the stolen base, and so he'll be given an error on the play as a runner will go to third. So a runner in scoring position already for Itawamba here in the top of the first. And a 1-0-1 pitch, curveball still up high for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike here to Brown. Here's the pitch, breaking ball is in there for a strike, a delayed call that time by the home plate umpire, but it is a strike, 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. Runner at third, nobody out for Itawamba. Here's the pitch, fouled out of play, and the count will remain 1 ball, 2 strikes. Let's give you the rest of the Pontotoc defense. We mentioned at third base, Tyler Holt, Josh Robinson, your shortstop. Peoples down at second, and over at first, Tyler Hodge, and behind the plate is Hayes Gregory, and Caleb Kidd on the mound. 1-2 pitch here to Brown, and it's in the dirt for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Very short dimensions here in Pontotoc. Is only 350 to center field, 335 in the gaps, 310 down the line. So very batter-friendly ballpark. Curveball, and that nearly hit him. Just missed him, so the count goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes here to Nick Brown. Defense plays straight away for Pontotoc as Weatherford takes the short lead off of third. All grass infield except around the bases for here in Pontotoc. There's the pitch, and a strike 3 called. He struck him out looking, and Brown goes down for the first out of the inning. Big strikeout there for Kidd, and he gets the first out of the inning, and now it'll bring up the number 3 hitter, Brian Dozier, the Indian shortstop, batting .505 on the season. No homers, 23 runs batted in. Dozier's, of course, a name that's been synonymous with Itawamba sports the last few years. There's a breaking ball in the dirt for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes the count. No score, we're just underway, top of the first, but Itawamba did get a walk, a stolen base, and an error. And there's a ground ball down the third base line. It's a fair ball. That'll plate a run. Coming in to score is Weatherford. Dozier will head for second. The throw is going to be in time. So he is out at second. And that'll be a single. And a nice throw that time to get the ball in by the left fielder, J.J. Hester. And the tag was on the money. And so 2 outs now in the Pontotoc, or in the Itawamba top half of the first inning. That'll bring up the the number 4 hitter, the cleanup hitter, Chance Prestige, the left fielder. It'll be an RBI credited to Dozier on the base hit. First pitch is in there for strike 1 to Chance Prestige. .416 on the year for Prestige. Leads the team in RBIs with 34. Batting in the cleanup spot. And there's a pitch at the knees. No, a little bit low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Itawamba able to draw first blood in this one. Taking a 1-0 lead here in the first. There's a breaking ball, and that's going to be inside for ball 2. Just missed inside. 2 balls and a strike now to the number 4 hitter for Itawamba. And the pitch, breaking ball, swing and a miss. And the count evens, 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Prestige. Pontotoc with only 3 losses on the season. We mentioned 29-3. 2 of those coming to Itawamba, however. The other one to New Hope. That's a curve ball high for ball 3, and the count's run full now. Both of these pitchers are pitching on short rest after pitching Friday. So only 3 days rest. That pitch is outside for ball 4. Second walk given up now by Caleb Kidd. And so Prestige is aboard with 2 outs. And they'll bring up the number 5 hitter, Shane Nichols. Nichols, .344 on the season, a big right-handed hitter. All the hitters have been right-handed so far for Itawamba. Nichols, your third baseman. And the pitch is right down the middle for strike 1 with a fastball. Good fastball there by Kidd. Maybe a running situation here for Prestige to try to get in scoring position with 2 outs. We'll see. Throw to first. Kidd thinking the same thing, that the runner may be going. Beautiful day for baseball. It rained a lot over the weekend, but field looking really good. And that's a breaking ball inside, and the count evens at 1-1. Very nice facility here in Pontotoc. This is the first time to be over here for baseball coverage. There's a curve ball, and that hit him. Just grazed the left shoulder that time of Nichols, and it was a breaking ball. And so now, that is the third runner to reach, or fourth runner to reach in this inning. 2 walks and a hit batter now, Caleb Kidd. So he is struggling here in the first inning. And the batter will be Steve Martinez. Martinez at a .357 clip on the year. He's the first baseman. Runners at first and second. There's a fastball strike on the outside corner. 0-1 the count. Kidd from the stretch, breaking ball, a little tapper foul behind home plate, and quickly 0-2 now, and Kidd, as the crowd begins to come to life to try to get the strikeout here with 2 outs. Runners on first and second, 1 run already across for Itawamba. They lead it 1-0 here in the top half of the first inning. These 2 teams trying to advance to the North Half Championship. There's a wild pitch, going to get by the catcher, and the runners will move up to second and third. And so now base hit could deliver 2 runs, 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Martinez. Prestige at third, Nichols at second. Big crowd out in the outfield too. A lot of students out there, and along the center field, right field bank out there. That pitch is in the dirt. Good block that time though by the catcher Gregory. The count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bill, one of the things we may mention, a lot of the Pontotoc players have dyed their hair blonde as a sign of unity for this ball club, and you've seen some college teams do that in the past, and Pontotoc following suit here this year.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we noticed that, and a lot of unity on the team, and you know, they've been together a long time, been a long season, and you know, just showing that togetherness that's brought them this far in the playoffs as it has here today.
Big pitch here for Kidd, 2-2 pitch. Struck him out on the outside corner. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Kidd, and that will retire the side. 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 men left. And after a half inning, it's Itawamba 1, Pontotoc nothing. Let's take a look now at the starting lineup for the Warriors as we have the break here between innings. For the Warriors and Coach Phil Webb, leading off and playing left field is number 2, J.J. Hester. Batting second, the pitcher, number 22, Caleb Kidd. Batting third, number 15, the first baseman, Tyler Hodge. Batting fourth, number 25, the catcher, Hayes Gregory. Batting fifth, number 21 in center field, Jacob Kidd. Hitting 7th, the designated hitter, number 27, Nathan Hamilton. Batting 7th, number 14, the shortstop, Josh Robinson. Batting 8th at third base, number 19, Tyler Holt. And batting 9th, the right fielder, number 17, Kerry Walker. On the mound today for Itawamba, the right-hander, David Adair, 4-2 with a 2.98 earned run average. Pitched in the game on Friday. And not a very big guy, Bill, but he's been pretty effective this year with that low earned run average.
Right, right, exactly. And I tell you what, big pitch a moment ago to get Pontotoc out of a squeeze done, and only allow the 1 run to come in. So we look for, you know, according to the past couple of games, we look for a very competitive game here tonight, and you just don't know who's going to step up at the plate and do it. Pontotoc's got several capable of doing it as you take a look at those averages, and we'll just see what happens. And they're going to need to crank the bats up here early, though, already down 1-0. But a lot of ball game left in this one. And you mentioned the weather, boy. We couldn't ask for a better evening. Just beautiful skies as the clouds have moved on out, and cool temperatures, unusually a little bit cool for this time of year. But, you know, it beats setting up here in 90-degree weather. So, I mean, can't complain at all. The weather is gorgeous for today.
Let's mention how Pontotoc got here. They won their region, Region 2-4A, went undefeated, in fact, within their region, as they were able to run the table. Then they hosted the first round tournament here, and they beat Houston in the championship game to advance to this round against Itawamba. Should they win today, then they would play over the weekend against either Ridgeland or Oxford. And I know they would love to have a chance to play Oxford, obviously for the travel reasons, and they wouldn't have to go down to Jackson potentially 2 weekends in a row, as the state championship games, of course, will be held at Smith Wheel Stadium there in Jackson. J.J. Hester, the senior outfielder, will lead it off, batting .360 on the year. And we will get the bottom half of the first underway. Adair's first pitch, swung on, a little slow roller up along third, and it's going to be a foul ball by a couple of inches. And it'll be 0-1 the count here to Hester. Hester, of course, signed to play football with Itawamba Community College. A lot of these guys are going to stay together next year. A good portion of them on this team are heading over to Itawamba. Of course, that's the community college in the area for Pontotoc athletes. 0-1 the count here to Hester. Adair out of the windup. Here's the pitch inside. Ball 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. That's a little bit of a sidearm motion. Doesn't appear to throw all that hard. 1 ball, 1 strike the count to Hester. He crowds a plate on from the right side. Here's the pitch. Swinging a line drive, base hit in the left field. So a good start for the Warrior first inning, as Hester got a pitch down around the knees and ripped it in the left for a base hit. And the Warriors have their first base runner of the game and a tying run at first. And it'll bring up Caleb Kidd. Kidd a chance to help himself here at the plate. He came in batting .430 on the year. And Hester, who has good speed, he's a wide receiver in football, and he may be a threat to go right here.
Well, J.J. placed that perfectly done on the left field side, splitting the outfield, and a great job there by J.J. With his speed, look out. Pontotoc now threatening here to get this one evened up.
Big lead right here for Hester. Here's the pitch. That's a strike on the inside corner with a fastball, 0-1. Got some grilling going on in the outfield, Bill, beside the scoreboard there.
It's a shame you and I have done eat.
Yeah, maybe we could get them to bring us some up here.
Right.
Great crowd here, as you mentioned earlier, especially for Monday. There's a fly ball hit in the left. That's going to be deep but playable, and it's going to be caught by the left fielder out there for the first out of the inning. And Kidd is retired as Prestige that time. Went back a few steps, but plenty of room to make the catch. And we mentioned that ball wasn't hit that good, but it's a short porch here. So anything that's in the air has got a chance here today.
Absolutely. You know, he made contact on it, so Pontotoc cranking the bats up here early in this one.
Hodge, the batter, the first baseman, .440 coming in as a batting average. Hester with a huge lead here And that pitch is low for ball one. 1 ball and no strikes. Outfield's going to play him pretty much straight away, maybe shading a little bit toward the left. There's a big gap in right center. 1-0 pitch coming. There's a foul ball off to the right. The count evens 1 ball or 1 strike here to Tyler Hodge. Hayes Gregory would be up next. He's the big slugger for Pontotoc, leading the team in home runs and RBIs. 1 ball and 1 strike here to Tyler Hodge. Hester with a leadoff single. He's at first with 1 out. And a throw over. He'll be back easily.
Well, he's showing confidence in that speed, JJ is, when he's getting a good lead like that done, able to get back to the base.
We mentioned that Pontotoc 29-3. Itawamba is 24-9 on the year. Line drive, left center field. That's going to be down for a base hit. Hester hits the bag at second. He's heading to third, and they're going to hold him there. And it's going to be a stand-up double for Tyler Hodge. So, nice piece of hitting there by Hodge, able to line that one into the gap. It rolled all the way to the wall before Weatherford could finally run it down. And so now you got runners at second and third with Gregory, the batter. And Gregory batting .400 with 13 home runs and 61 RBIs on the year. Great senior year for Gregory. Looks like they're going to pitch to him. And the first one is inside for ball one. Tried to sneak it in on him, but it's inside. They may try to pitch around him here and load the bases, set up the double play. We'll see what they elect to do here. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and the ball is a little slow roller. The second baseman, that should score a run. No, he doesn't come. And he is out at first. Hester had to hesitate because he wasn't sure if the pitcher was going to field it or not.
Right.
And had the pitcher been able to glove that ball, he probably would have had a play at the plate. Once it got by the pitcher, though, Hester could have scored, but instead he held up, and now 2 outs. And the batter is Jacob Kidd, and Kidd, the left-handed batter, batting .410 on the year. A base hit here could give Pontotoc the lead. Big out there, though, for Adair. And a pitch. Ground ball to the hole. It's through for a base hit. That'll score a run, and we're tied at 1 apiece. So Pontotoc able to get the run anyway on an RBI single by Jacob Kidd. And a nice play down there by the shortstop as well. He saved another run by making a diving catch in the hole. Ball wasn't hit that hard, but Brian Dozier able to backhand it in the hole and keep Tyler Hodge from scoring. But nevertheless, Pontotoc able to get on the board and tie this game up at 1 apiece.
Nice piece of hitting that time as they continue to just put it well in the outfield done and bring the run in. And I tell you what, boy, that's what you want to see is the connection that Pontotoc's had here in this first inning of play. They've been able to make the bats talk early, not any homers, but doing the job, bringing the runs in. Still got a good opportunity here.
Nathan Hamilton, your batter now, the DH. .450 on the year is the average for Hamilton. All 6 of the first batters we've seen are all seniors on this Warrior club. Adair delivers. Ball hit off the end of the bat to the second baseman. Had a little English on it. A nice play that time by the second baseman, able to come up with the glove, and that was Nick Brown throwing him out 4-3 on the put out. And that'll end the inning, but the Warriors do pick up 1 run in the inning on 3 hits and 2 men left. And after 1 inning complete, your score, Itawamba 1, Pontotoc 1. We're going to take you to a break. We'll be back with the second inning here from Pontotoc High School right after this. Welcome back, everyone, here as we enter the top of the second inning. First pitch swinging, ground ball foul up along third by the leadoff hitter, Ty Crane. Crane, the right fielder, batting .247 on the year. The bottom 3 in the Itawamba order, Crane, Long, and Trotter, to bat here in the inning against Caleb Kidd. Each team able to play the run in the first. We're tied at 1 as we enter the second inning. There's a breaking ball, slow grounder to the shortstop. He'll charge, has to hurry, and got him. Good play by Robinson that time, able to gun it over to first and just in time to get the runner. Sits to 3 on the put out, and that's the first out of the second inning.
Dunn, we're taking a look at the crowd over on the far side on the hill over there as you see the smoke coming up. And I tell you what, there's a huge number of people here today.
Absolutely. That pitch is high and away for ball 1 here to Jake Long, the DH. He's the first left-handed batter we've seen out of Itawamba today. Only one in the starting lineup, in fact. That pitch is high and away, ball 2. 2-0 the count now to Long. Both pitchers, as you might think, with the short rest, are struggling here in the early going. That pitch is going to be called strike at the knees. It's 2-1. So bullpens could be very important today for both teams. There's a ground ball back up the middle. That's going to sneak through for a base hit. So a 1-out single for Jake Long. And the Itawamba fans have erupted down the first baseline as they have brought some folks across. And you know, Itawamba and Pontotoc, Bill, has become a pretty good little rivalry of the last few years in all sports.
You know, they really have, and the thing about it, you get the crowd together, it kind of looks like all for the same team. You know, they got basically the same colors.
Same colors and pretty much the same mascot.
Oh, yeah. A lot of similarities.
Here's the number 9 hitter, Cody Trotter, the catcher. He takes it low for ball 1. Trotter batting .263 on the year. 5 of the first 8 base or batters for Itawamba have reached. That pitch is foul back. And I parked back there, Bill.
I was going to say, it's close to our ride.
Hopefully we're going to be safe. We're protected by the building here.
We're up pretty snug next to the building.
1 ball, 1 strike here to Trotter. There's a curve ball high, 2 balls and a strike. Crowd wanted that one, but it was a little bit high. And count will go to 2 balls and a strike here. And the pitch. Strike called. Bluff throw down to first by Gregory. Count evens at 2-2 there as Kidd able to paint the outside corner that time. 2-2 delivery. Popped it up on the infield. And it's going to be the first baseman making the call. He's got it. Tyler Hodge puts it away on a pop out to the first baseman. And there are 2 away now. And back to the top of the order, Clay Weatherford will be the hitter. Weatherford walked, walked and scored back in the first. And he leads the team in runs now with 46 on the year. Long at first with 2 down. Kidd will step off. We're in the top of the second inning, a game tied 1 apiece. Slow grounder foul off to the left. No balls and 1 strike here to Clay Weatherford. Weatherford also stole a base in the first inning and moved to third on an error. Scoreboard doesn't show that error, but it was one, allowing the runner to go to third. No balls, 1 strike, and that pitch is in the dirt low. Count evens at 1 apiece. One pitch to Weatherford, breaking ball inside. Quick throw down to first, not in time. As Gregory hoping to catch Long napping that time, getting a little bit too big of a lead. Made a pretty good throw, but Long able to dive back just in time. 2 balls and a strike now. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and that one is low for ball 3, 3-1. Kidd laboring a bit in this game. Here's the 3-1 pitch, ground ball foul up along third. And so the count's full, and the runner will be off with the pitch here. Jake Long. So a ball in the gap would probably play the run here for Itawamba. There's a quick throw to first. They're hoping to catch Long, leaving a little bit too soon on the 3-2, but throw was late. 2 outs, full count pitch here to Weatherford. Leadoff man, the runner late going, they struck him out anyway, and that's the 3rd strikeout of the game for Caleb Kidd, and the Indians come up empty in the top of the 2nd. No runs, 1 hit. 1 man left. No Pontotoc errors, and after an inning and a half, your score: Itawamba 1, Pontotoc 1. We're going to take you to a break. We'll be back in just a moment. Pontotoc High School, home of the Warriors, as the Warriors trying to advance to the North Half 3-game series next week. If they could pull out the victory here tonight over Itawamba. It's 1-1 as we go to the bottom of the 2nd. Bottom 3 in the order here for Pontotoc. Josh Robinson leads it off here for the Warriors. And the first pitch is going to be foul down the right field line and out of play. And it'll be no balls and 1 strike. Robinson batting .450 on the year with 8 home runs. 2nd on the team in that department. And he is a junior. As we mentioned, one of only 2 juniors in the starting lineup today for Coach Webb. 0-1 pitch, fouled it back to the screen. There's no balls and 2 strikes now. They've really done a good job here with the facilities at Pontotoc, the baseball field. They've put some work into it, and really on the left field line, you can see the new field house, the football field really looking sharp. And that pitch is down and away for ball 1. Good pitch there by Adair, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pontotoc got 3 hits in the bottom of the 1st. Got 1 run out of it on an infield single, RBI by Jacob Kidd. 1-2 pitch, slow grounded to 3rd. Fielded over there by the 3rd baseman. Long throw is in the dirt, and he can't scoop it. That'll be an error charged to Shane Nichols, the 3rd baseman, on a throw in the dirt. And the first error against Itawamba, so each team with an error now. And it'll be leadoff runners aboard again for the Warriors for the 2nd straight inning. They've had the leadoff man aboard, and now here's Tyler Holt, the 3rd baseman. First pitch, popped it up. It's going to be a tough play, though, and it's going to drop. Drops between the 3rd baseman and the shortstop for a base hit. Just a little cue shot right off the end of the bat, but Holt could not have placed it any more perfect than that, as the 3rd baseman and the shortstop both made a diving effort, but neither Nichols nor Dozier could make the play, so that'll be ruled a base hit, and 1st and 2nd now, and most likely a bunting situation here for Walker, I would think, to try to move the runners up. Let's see if Walker tries to move them up into scoring position with nobody out. And he does square around the bunt. It's a perfect bunt right in front of the plate. They're going to throw to 3rd. Safe. Everybody's safe. And the 3rd baseman is shaken up. Nichols is shaken up over there at the 3rd base line. I don't know if he got spiked or exactly what happened. There's a hard slide by Robinson. And so Nichols slow to get up across the way, and the training staff going to take a look now at his right ankle. So hopefully he'll be okay. And I think that's probably going to be ruled a sacrifice and a fielder's choice. I haven't seen him put up the hit yet. I think the proper call there would be a sacrifice, fielder's choice. The bases are loaded here for Pontotoc with nobody out in the top of the order coming up, so a great opportunity here for the Warriors. We're going to take you to a break while they attend to the 3rd baseman for Itawamba, and we'll return with more action here in just a moment. Welcome back, everyone, as the Shane Nichols, the 3rd baseman for Itawamba, okay. He will remain in the game And J.J. Hester will lead off now. The leadoff hitter, I should say, will bat here with bases loaded, nobody out. And the first pitch is outside for ball one. Hester singled and scored back in the first. He came in hitting around 360 on the year. And a big opportunity here for the Warriors to grab the lead right here with the bases loaded, nobody out. 1-0 the count to J.J. Adair ready, the pitch. Popped it up, foul, out of play to the right. And the count will even up at 1-1. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error for Itawamba. 1 run on 4 hits and 1 error for the Warriors. One pitch coming to Hester. Here it is. It's high and inside for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Nowhere to put him. Robinson at third, Holt at second, Walker at first. Robinson reached on an error by the third baseman. A bloop single by Holt that perfectly placed between the shortstop and third baseman. And a fielder's choice on a sacrifice. Ground ball to the shortstop. He can't handle it, and everybody's safe. And then out at third is Holt, who rounded third base too far and could not get back to the bag. And a good heads-up play by Dozier. Although he couldn't make the play, he threw in behind the runner that time and was able to get Holt. 6-5 on the putout. And it'll be another error, I would think, on the shortstop, which will allow the run to score. And the batter will be Caleb Kidd. Kidd flew to left his first time up, a deep fly ball to left. Runners at first and second with 1 down, and the pitch is in there for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Well, they didn't put up an error or hit, so I'm going to assume that that is an error on the shortstop. It will be an RBI, though, for Hester on the ground out. And scoring was Josh Robinson. Here's the pitch, line drive, right center field. That's going to be down for a base hit. 1 run will score. They're going to wave around the other one. Here's the throw into second, and he's going to be safe. And now they've got Kidd in a rundown, and he got around him, and he's safe. Kidd able to dodge the tag, and he's going to get to third. And a 2 RBI double for Caleb Kidd. And it's 4-1 Warriors.
Well, what a play that time. You know, Itawamba was in a kind of in a squeeze, and Kidd doing the job, and the Warriors all of a sudden taking a big lead here, only in the second inning of play. And what a big at-bat that time for the Pontotoc Warriors, as still have a scoring run on third.
Good job of base running there by Kidd. He got off the bag too far. They had him in a rundown, as the coach here for Itawamba is going to argue that he ran out of the baseline. But I don't think he's going to win that argument. And Kidd ends up at third with still only 1 out in the inning. And the heart of the order coming up here for the Warriors and Tyler Hodge. So give Kidd 2 RBIs on the double, and then he goes to third on the throw, as Hodge doubled in the first inning as well. He's 1 for 1 on the day. And the pitch. Line shot, center field. That's going to be over the head of the center fielder. Another run will score. And diving into second with a double is Hodge. His second double of the night. And an RBI here for Tyler Hodge. And it's now 5-1 Warriors, as Hodge trying to pump up the crowd out in center field. And now a chance for Hayes Gregory to drive in a run as well.
Well, what a damaging inning here for Itawamba. Pontotoc lighting it up, and I tell you what, making the bats talk, and they're continuing to pour it on here in the second inning of play. Is going to have a time here on the field.
Coach Long's going to go talk to his pitcher Adair, and with that, let's take a break, and we'll be back here. Pontotoc on top of Itawamba 5-1. We'll be back in just a moment.
All right.
Welcome back, everyone, as the batter now is Hayes Gregory. Gregory grounded out to second his first time up. He's 0 for 1, but an RBI opportunity here with Hodge down at second. Also a scoring change on a note for you. Hester was given a single on that ground ball that went off the glove of Dozier. Line shot back at the middle, base hit. Hodge rounds third. Here comes the throw to the plate. It's going to be cut off, and then he's not in time. And down to second goes Gregory. And Pontotoc now leads 6-1.
Well, Don, I'll say this. We can say the second inning has belonged all to the Warriors in this one.
David Adair getting roughed up big time, and that may be all for Adair. It will be. That's the second trip to the mound, so Adair, his day is done early. Only able to make it through 1 1/3 innings, and he did get some bad play out of his defense, as had an error on the third baseman to start the inning, and then what could have been an error against Dozier, but was ruled a hit. But since then, he has absolutely been hit hard. Kidd doubled, Hodge doubled, Gregory singled, went to second on the throw home, and now he's in scoring position, and it's been all Pontotoc, as you said, here in the bottom of the second inning. They now have opened up a 6-1 lead with a 5-run inning, and Itawamba's going to be going to the bullpen, and looks like they're going to go to number 20. And number 20 is going to be Matt Cox. Cox is going to come in and pitch here for Itawamba, only a freshman, and he's going to be making the appearance here out of the bullpen, it looks like, for the Indians. Cox is 2-1 on the year in 13 innings of work, has an ERA of 5.92. He's allowed 11 runs, struck out 11 and walked 9, and in 13 innings has allowed 16 hits. And so Cox will be warming up here, where he will face Jacob Kidd here in just a moment. So let's get you up to date on how the Warriors have jumped out to this lead while the pitcher warms up. Josh Robinson led off the inning with a ground ball to third. The third baseman, however, threw it in the dirt, so reaching on the error was Robinson. Tyler Holt then got a bloop single between third and short, and it was first and second with nobody out. Walker laid down a perfect bunt, and the Itawamba catcher elected to try to get the lead runner at third. Trotter's throw was late, and at that time the bases were loaded with nobody out. Since then, the Warriors have gotten the bats on track. Infield single for J.J. Hester, scored a run. Then Caleb Kidd had a double in the gap, right center field gap. Tyler Hodge hit a shot over the center fielder's head for another double. And then Hayes Gregory, you just saw him line a base hit right back up the middle, and that's where we are. 5 runs are in here in the second. It's 6-1 Warriors. Still only 1 out in the inning. And the batter is Jacob Kidd, who singled his first time up. He's 1 for 1. this Warrior team can really swing the bats. They have got some good averages this year. There's a high fly ball to right, and that's playable for the right fielder. Tagging up is Gregory. He's going to fake and will hold at second, and a good throw back in that time by Ty Crane. And so a fly ball to right field will be the second out of the inning. And now the ninth man to bat in the inning is Nathan Hamilton. Hamilton grounded out to second. His first time up, he is 0 for 1. Now we're going to have a courtesy runner for the catcher, Hayes Gregory. Nathan Hamilton, 450 batting average on the campaign. And the pitch is low for ball 1. Blocked up back there by the Indian catcher, Cody Trotter. Well, Itawamba's going to have to battle back against one of the top pitchers in the North in Kidd today if they're going to advance. Down 6-1 now in this baseball game. Bottom of the second inning. And the pitch. Fly ball, right center field, should be caught. And Weatherford is there to put it away. And the inning is over, but a good inning for the Warriors. 5 runs on 5 hits. 1 Itawamba error and 1 man left. And after 2 complete, it's the Warriors 6. The Indians 1. We're going to take a break and hear from some of our sponsors. We'll be back with more Pontotoc Warrior baseball for you here on your local Sports Connection right after this. Top of the 3rd inning as we welcome you back here to Pontotoc baseball field. Not sure what the name of this field is. Do you know, Bill?
I'll find that out here in a minute. I know we're in the hollow.
First pitch swung on and missed by Nick Brown. It'll be Brown, Dozier, and Prestige to bat here in the 3rd as the curveball hangs high, and the count evens at 1-1. Brown struck out looking his first time up. 0 for 1 on the day. Kid has a nice lead to work with now, and he drops a curveball in there for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And pitch just missed away. Close. Ball 2, and the crowd wanted that one, as did Caleb Kidd.
Yeah.
One, 2 pitch is outside ball 3. Full count. Kidd has only given up a couple of hits, but he has walked 2 and hit a batter. And the 3-2 pitch there is ball 4. So a leadoff base on balls for Nick Brown. And that is the 3rd walk of the game for Caleb Kidd. Kidd not as sharp as usual either, and you can understand that. Both of these pitchers pitched an intense ball game, a 4-3 decision for Pontotoc on Friday. And so they have not had a whole lot of time to rest that arm. And Itawamba's starting pitcher, Joseph Adair, already has been KO'd in this ball game. There's a curveball in the dirt for ball 1 to Brian Dozier. Dozier, your shortstop, had a single in the 1st inning. 1 for 1 on the day. And the pitch, ground ball, and I think that may have hit somebody over in the Pontotoc dugout. Ricocheted back out on the field. Looks like everybody's okay, though.
Wow. You think you're safe in the dugout.
Well, and we were about to set up over there on the top of the dugout if we had. We've done that before, and pretty good view from up there.
No protection.
No screen, though. You're
That's right. Great view. I like it right here.
Not a lot of left-handed hitters in the lineup, though, for these 2 teams. Time call now. 1 ball and 1 strike to count here to Brian Dozier. Runner at first, nobody out here for Itawamba, trying to battle their way back in it now. Down 6-1, line shot down the 3rd base line. That's foul, just barely foul. And a count now 1-2 here to Dozier.
Well, Itawamba has not made the connections. They have not got the hitting going, you know, as they would like to. And credit part of that, I guess, to Kidd, as he's beginning to settle down a little bit here and get some good ball placement. Itawamba kind of struggling here at home plate.
1 ball and 2 strikes here to Brian Dozier. Chance Prestige in the on-deck circle for the Indians. And a step off and throw that time by Caleb Kidd. Over to first. You know, this is the best team Pontotoc's had in quite some time, but they, as we see from the outfield fence, won 3 state championships back in the 1980s. And Dozier strikes out looking that time as he took a pitch right down the middle for the first out of the inning and the 4th strikeout for Kidd. Championships in 80, 85, and 86 for the Warriors. 3 titles.
So it's been a long time.
Been a while. You and I were still in high school then.
That's right.
Not in 1980, but the
That's
second
right.
two.
Actually, 86, I had just got out.
Runner at first with 1 down, and the curveball is high. Throw back down to first is blocked up nicely down there by Hodge. 1 ball and no strikes here to Chance Prestige. He walked in the first and was left stranded, and he takes that one for strike 1. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike here. We're in the top of the 3rd inning, 6-1 Warriors. Warriors got 1 in the first, 5 in the second, after Itawamba had scratched in the top of the first with 1 run. There's a breaking ball, and that's going to be just high for ball 2. And the pitch, curveball, strike on the inside corner, and it's even at 2-2. And Kidd now with that big lead on the scoreboard is starting to get his confidence up with that curveball, and he's throwing it for strikes. And when he does that, he's very effective. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. He struck him out. And they'll hang another K out there in center field. That is the 5th strikeout of the game for Caleb Kidd. We're only in the 3rd. So he's starting to reach back now for a little extra after struggling a little bit early. He struck out 2 in a row now, and Shane Nichols, the batter. Curveball swung on and missed for strike 1. If you coach well, Bill, you got to feel pretty good. You give Caleb Kidd a 6-1 lead. You have to feel like your chances are pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, every seems like every minute that goes by, he's, as you said, with that curveball, getting a little more confident with his placement, and you can tell with that big lead, it's giving him some confidence.
Working very fast, and he almost hit Nichols again. Nichols hit by a pitch the first time up, was stranded at first.
Go, Caleb, right here.
That ball had some spin on it.
1 ball, 1 strike count to Nichols. There's a slow ground ball. It's going to be foul up along 3rd. The count goes to 1-2, so now Kidd is 1 strike away from striking out the side. One, 2 the count here to Nichols. He stands in the pitch. Curveball struck him out. And that should end the inning. I don't think he has to throw the runner at first. Did so anyway, and the side is retired. And Caleb Kidd strikes out the side in the 3rd. No runs, no hits. 1 man left, no Pontotoc errors. And after 2.5, your score is Pontotoc 6, Itawamba 1. While we have a chance, let us thank the senior parents for helping us bring these games to you here in Pontotoc, and a victory today, and Pontotoc will have advanced to the north half, the final 4, in fact.
A hand hit something. Hold
okay,
on.
I didn't know what happened.
I don't know what happened. Stand by.
Pontotoc, of course, with a chance to advance to the north half next week. They'll play either Ridgeland or Oxford. We mentioned that in the opening. Those 2 teams playing game 2 right now over in Oxford at the same time as this game is going on, where Ridgeland has a 1-0 series lead in that one. Down south in 4A, Brookhaven has already advanced. They'll play the winner of West Jones and Petal. And Petal, of course, Bill, the #1 ranked team in the state and a rich baseball tradition down there in that small town right outside of Hattiesburg.
Right, exactly. It'd be fun to watch those guys play, and you can bet each and every year they just expect to be here at this point in the season once again, and proving that they are a powerhouse. Be tough for the people that draw them.
Hamilton. First pitch is popped up by Robinson on the infield. Dozier's going to camp under it and make the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the Pontotoc half of the 3rd inning. That was actually Hamilton, excuse me. Hamilton, the batter, who popped out too short. So Nathan is 0 for 2, and now the batter is Josh Robinson, the shortstop. Oh, pardon me, that was Robinson. This is Holt. Got behind a little bit there in the scorebook. First pitch is outside corner, strike 1 call to Tyler Holt. Tyler Holt singled his first time up. That was back in the 2nd when he blooped a single between the shortstop and the 3rd baseman. And he fouled that one right back to the screen. And the count is 0-2 here on Tyler Holt. Came in batting .360. He's raised that average a little bit with that leadoff base hit. Kotz has come in and thrown strikes here in relief for Itawamba. And that one just missed away for ball 1. Good pitch there, though. Good setup pitch, and it's 1-2 here on Tyler Holt. Kerry Walker will be next for the Warriors. Warriors have out-hit the Indians 8-2 so far in this one. Still a lot of time to go. Only the bottom of the 3rd of a 7-inning ball game. Ground ball hit sharply to 3rd. Nice play over there, though, and a long throw is in time. As Nichols retires Holt 5-3 on the ground out. And with 2 down, the base is empty. It'll be Kerry Walker. Walker had a sacrifice bunt back in the 2nd. And also reached on a fielder's choice and came around to score. Kotz has retired all 4 batters he's faced since coming in the game in relief. There's a line drive center field. That's going to be down for a hit. Little hanging curveball in the middle of the plate, and Walker makes him pay with a line shot base hit to center and a 2-out single for Kerry Walker. And we'll be back to the top of the order with J.J. Hester. Hester's had a good day. He is 2 for 2, 2 runs scored and an RBI. So he has reached base twice already. Here's the pitch. Popped it up down the right field line. Everybody giving chase, but that one is going to be out of play right along the fence down the first base side, and it'll be no balls and 1 strike here to J.J. Hester. Oh, 0-1 the count to Hester. Walker at first with 2 down. 9 hits on the day now for Pontotoc. There's a strike called as Hester stepped out, but the umpire did not grant him time. He called time and stepped out, but the umpire did not award a timeout, so now Hester's in the hole 0-2. He's got to be swinging here. Here's the 0-2 pitch. The runner goes. The pitch is low, and he'll steal it uncontested. So Walker with a stolen base. That'll be the first stolen base of the game for the Warriors, and a good play because now a base hit will plate another run for the Warriors. And Walker gets in scoring position. And 1 ball and 2 strikes the count to J.J. Hester. Hester stands in. Cox looks in and gets the sign from the catcher. Setting up on the outside corner. The pitch is right where he wanted it, but a little bit low. Ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Hester.
Let's go.
Hester now will call time, and the umpire will grant the time. Hester believing Cox taking a little bit too long out there. Cox a little too deliberate. JJ wants to back out and regroup, and now he'll stand in with a 1-2-2 count ready. Here's a stretch. And the pitch. Struck him out swinging on a fastball away, and that'll be the 3rd out of the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left for the Warriors. And after 3 complete, Pontotoc leads Itawamba 6-1 in this deciding game of the best-of-3 series in 4A state playoffs. We're going to take you to a break. When we come back, Itawamba will be coming up. They'll have Nichols, they'll have Martinez, Crane, and Long when we return. Back in just a moment. Welcome back, everyone, as we go to the top of the 4th inning. Steve Martinez leads it off for Itawamba. Swings and fouls the first pitch back on a high fastball from Kidd. Kidd has found his groove after a slow start. He has struck out 5 in the game. Has an 0-1 count here on Martinez, one of the victims earlier. That pitch is in there for strike 2, and he is pitching in a hurry and pitching with some confidence right now. He's looking like the 10-0 player he's been all year. Curve ball in there, strike 3 at the knees.
Wow, that was quick.
3 pitches. Martinez didn't like the call, but he'll walk away, and that is 4 straight strikeouts, 5 of the last 6 now for Caleb Kidd.
Kidd right now, Don, is playing at the top of his game. You know, it's amazing how they put them pitches get a little more crisp when you're leading 6-1. And right now, boy, you just want him to keep this up.
Actually, that's 7 strikeouts for him. I think the guys out in the outfield may have missed one. I've got him with 7, so here's Ty Crane, who grounded out to short his first time up. Takes first pitch for ball 1. That one's in there for strike 1. Count evens at 1 apiece. Strike 2. And Crane is in the hole. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Slow grounder foul. They actually have 7 up there. I miscounted myself. So, hey, don't blame the guys in the outfield. They're paying attention.
There you go.
They got some of those K's backwards for caught looking.
I believe that's it.
That's why it's kind of hard to tell.
KL.
1 ball, 2 strikes here to Ty Crane. And the pitch. Low, he stayed off of that pitch in the dirt. Kid trying to get him to go fishing, but he wouldn't, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Huge crowd here in Pontotoc today. A lot of folks out there on the right field hill. And strike 3 looking. Got it. And Crane evidently was looking for the breaking ball, because that was a fastball right on the outer part of the plate, and he was caught looking, and that is strikeout number 8.
Boy, is Kidd pitching with confidence right now or what?
Absolutely. Hope they have a lot of K's out there to hang, because he's mowing them down right now. Here's Jake Long. Long, the DH, had a single his first time up. Only 2 hits off a Kidd, 1 by Long and the other by Dozier. And the pitch low and away for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes.
Let's go, Caleb. Get it on the plate.
Six to 1 Pontotoc, in case you're just joining us. A big second inning by the Warriors. Propel them to a 5-run lead. That pitch is over but low for ball 3.
Go, Caleb. Right here.
3-0 to the big left-handed hitter Jake Long. batting just 180 on the year, and he takes all the way, and that's a strike call, 3-1.
Right now, the bats are just dead for Itawamba.
Another line shot off the glove of Kidd, and Kidd upset with himself for not catching that, but that was an instinct play. A line shot right back at the box, and a base hit for Long, and he's 2 for 2. So Long's the only one right now able to figure out Caleb Kidd. He got a fastball on a 3-1 pitch and ripped it right back up the middle. So a 2-out single, and that will bring up the number 9 hitter, Cody Trotter. Trotter popped out to the first baseman his first time up. He is 0 for 1. And the pitch is foul tipped, and Long will have to go back to the first. No balls and a strike here to the Indian catcher, Cody Trotter. The 0-1 pitch. That's a little bit high, ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Throw to first, had him leaning, but he got back. Long dives back and down 6-1. I would doubt Itawamba would be stealing here. You don't want to take any chances, especially with the number 9 hitter up. Curveball is going to be fouled back to the screen, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bill, I think you should dye your hair blonde to go with the team here.
I was just kind of thinking about
for
that.
the next round of the
We're going
playoffs.
to follow my, that's right.
1-2. Line drive foul, little fist job down the first base line. And the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. That might get a reaction out of you kids. What do you think?
Yeah, like kind of like, who are you? A scary reaction.
Then when you go singing, they'll think you're Billy Idol.
That's it.
Ground ball back up the middle. Good play by the second baseman. Peoples couldn't get it out of his glove, though, and that'll probably be ruled a base hit. Made a good diving play to come up with it, but he couldn't get it out of his glove, and so it will be an infield base hit. And so Trotter reaches on a single. That's the 4th hit for the Itawamba Indians. And now back to the top of the order, and Clay Weatherford. Well, a long ball here could get him back in it. Weatherford, .519 batting average. Coming in on the season. 5 home runs, too. He leads the team in that department. Walked and struck out. He's 0 for 1 on the day. And the pitch. Curveball, ground ball to short, should end the inning, and it does. Robinson got the big hop and steps on the bag to retire the side. And the Indians come up empty in the top of the 4th. No runs, 2 hits. No errors, and 2 men left. We played 3.5 here from Pontotoc, and it's all Warriors right now. They lead it 6-1. We'll be back with more Warrior baseball after these messages. Welcome back, everyone, as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Don Brooks alongside Bill Morgan here from Pontotoc High School in Game 3. Series tied 1-1, and the winner moves on. The season's over for the loser, and right now Pontotoc has a comfortable 6-1 lead, although a lot of time to go in this one. Still 12 outs to go if you're an Itawamba fan. 0-1 count to Caleb Kidd, and that pitch is fouled off. No balls and 2 strikes. Kidd flew to left and doubled. He is 1 for 2 on the evening. In the hole right here, though. No balls and 2 strikes. Got a couple of RBIs on that double as well, and then that later came around to score. 0-2 pitch here. Popped it up right field, and it should be playable, almost in the tracks that time. is the right fielder Crane to put it away, 1 down. That'll bring up the number 3 hitter, Tyler Hodge, and Hodge has had a big day with the bat. He is 2 for 2 with a couple of doubles, scored a run and also knocked in a run. Last double he had went right over the center fielder's head. He had a shot just to the left shoulder of the center fielder for a big RBI double. Now he takes a strike. It's 0-1. Kotz delivers. Ground ball to short. Big hop for Dozier. He'll throw it across in time for the out. 2 away. First two retired by Matt Kotz. And you know, Bill, Matt Kotz has come in and done a pretty good job. He has kind of slowed the bats, the Warriors. They had 8 hits through an inning and a third, but only 1 hit off of Kotz.
Yeah, right. Cox has come in only a freshman and just had to be thrust in this ball game early and done a fairly good job here.
Here's Hayes Gregory. He takes it low for ball 1. Gregory grounded to second and had an RBI single back in that big second inning. He is 1 for 2.
You got to think he's pitching to a lot of guys here that's got a 300 above hitting average too.
Yeah, and he's a big kid too. You may hear something from him by the time he's a senior. Ground ball down third. Nice play over there by the third baseman, and he jumps up and throws him out. You got to tip your cap right there to Shane Nichols with a nice diving play to his right, and good defense in that inning by Itawamba. And the Warriors go down in order, 1, 2, 3, no runs, no hits, and no errors. And after 4, Pontotoc continues to lead it over the Itawamba Indians by the score of 6-1. We'll take a break and come back with the top half of the 5th right after these messages, as Itawamba will be bringing the 2, 3, and 4 hitters to the plate. We'll be back. Welcome back, everyone, as we are set for the top of the 5th inning, and the first pitch a curveball, and I'm not sure where that one was. It's called a ball. 1-0 the count to Nick Brown. Brown leading it off here for the Indians. He's 0 for 1 on the day with a walk and a strikeout, and he fouls that one back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Brown, Dozier, and Prestige, 2, 3, and 4 hitters for the Indians. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Kidd. Popped it up right side, and the right fielder should make the play, and does. Nice job by Kerry Walker, as Walker coming in to make the play along the right field line, and out number 1 here in the 5th. And Itawamba now down to only 8 outs in this ball game, as this game has really flown by since the 2nd inning. 1 down for Brian Dozier. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout looking. Warriors shortstop drove in the only run of the game back in the 1st for Itawamba. And he takes a fastball strike. No balls and a strike to count. Pontotoc has out hit Itawamba 9-4. And leads 6-1. Each team has an error. 0-1 pitch. Fly ball right center field. Walker's going to drift over. He's under it and makes the catch. And 2 up and 2 down here in the top half of the 5th inning. In case you missed our opening, Pontotoc won game 1, 4-3 here on their home field last Friday. Lost Saturday 4-1 at Itawamba, and now leads 6-1 in this one. Home team has held serve so far. Hot smash past the third baseman for a base hit. Chance Prestige gets his first hit of the ball game, the 5th of the game for the Indians. And it's a 2-out single. And it'll bring up Shane Nichols. Holt dove for it to his left, couldn't come up with it though. And now Nichols will have a chance. He is 0 for 1. He takes a curveball low for ball 1. Nichols was hit by a pitch and struck out swinging. 0 for 1 on the day. The 1-0 pitch. High for ball 2, 2-0. 5 hits now for Caleb Kidd. Ground ball to third. Big hop is going to go off the shoulder of Holt. And heading to third will be Prestige, and he'll be in there with a slide. And the throw comes all the way home. Blocked up nicely that time by Gregory, but it will be ruled a base hit, as it was a tough hop for Holt that time, and it took a big, huge hop off his left shoulder, and it'll be a 2-out single for Nichols. And now Itawamba with a little bit of a rally going, although there are 2 outs. And the batter is Steve Martinez, and Martinez has not done much today. He is 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts, and he may get pinch hit for right here as the Itawamba head coach, Brian Long, is coming to talk to the umpire. He may be going to the bench looking for a pinch hitter. Martinez is standing there. Not sure he knows what's going on. Now the umpire is going over to the Pontotoc bench, I guess, to let them know exactly what's going on here. Well, Martinez is still there. I think they're going to have a pinch runner. That's what it is. Got a pinch runner winning at first. Courtesy runner for Shane Nichols. High school rules a little bit different. You can pinch run for a player and he can still come back in to the ball game. So a little different than college or major leagues where he would be out. That ball goes off the glove of Gregory. They're going to try to score the run. Here's the throw. It's going to be late. So Itawamba gets a gift to run that time, and that'll be a pass ball, I think, on Gregory. He should have caught that when it ran out off the mitt to the backstop, and allows the run to come in and score as Prestige crosses the plate to make it 6-2, and the pinch runner who is number 7. Let's see who that is. That is Marquez Shumpert. Ground ball to short. It'll be gloved down. They're going to have to hurry by Robinson, and he got it. Robinson throws out Martinez to end the inning, and Itawamba able to pick up 1 run in the inning on a couple of hits. 1 man left, and after 4.5 now, it's still Pontotoc 6, Itawamba 2. We'll take a break and come back with a bottom.
I hit the and just cut him off.
Bottom of the 5th inning, Jacob Kidd, Nathan Hamilton, Josh Robinson here for the Warriors. And the Warriors were trying to get that run back here that they lost in the top of the 5th. They lead 6-2 now. Kidd is 1 for 2. He singled and flied out to right field. Takes the first pitch for a ball. It's 1-0. And the pitch from Kotz fouls straight back. And the count goes to 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, since a big explosive second inning done, Pontotoc's been quietened at the plate, as the youngster on the plate for Itawamba doing a good job here at the last couple of innings.
That ball coming back to the screen kind of always going to scurry the people right behind home plate. Even though that screen is there, you still your natural reaction to jump. And that hit Kidd, and so he will go to first on the hit batter.
Now batting for the Warriors, the designated hitter, number 27.
And the batter will be Nathan Hamilton, who's 0 for 2. Reminds me of a story I was reading a while back, or about back in the old days. I think it was 1950s. A lady got hit by a line drive right in the face. And I'll tell you what happened after that as he takes the strike here. Well, the ER personnel, or the emergency technicians, came over to attend to her and actually had loaded her on the cart to carry her out of there. And they had stopped play while they was attending to her, but as soon as they got her on the cart, they started playing again. As you see, the pitch here is a strike called. It's 0-2. And the same guy fouled another one and hit her again as she was going off on the cart.
You got to be joking.
No.
You mean
True story.
she was leaving the diamond.
They were rolling her off in
And
the
hit
stands,
her
and he fouled off and hit her again.
That'd almost have to be seen to believe.
No, it's a true story. I think it was back at a Phillies game. There's a high fly ball left center field. That's going to be trouble. No, nice catch by the left fielder. I thought that might get down, but a nice running catch by the left fielder, Prestige, to retire the DH Hamilton, and there is one away now.
You know, that lady may have yet to come back to a baseball game. If I was her, I'd have to think twice about it.
I don't know if she was aware of getting hit twice or not.
She might not have noticed the second one.
Well, I see a ball get fouled back and people flinch. That's what I always think about that.
She must have not had the protection.
Here's Hamilton. He takes it outside as a pitch out, as they thought that Jacob Kidd might be running. Ball one, the count to Josh Robinson. He's 0 for 2, reached on an error and popped to short. Did score a run, though, back in the first inning. In fact, he scored the first Warrior run of the game. Kidd at first. He was hit by a pitch. High fly ball down the left field line, but it's going to hook foul. Just a little bit out in front of that one. He had a chance to get out of here.
You know, Don, mine always foul that way, but it went about half that distance.
You're talking about golf, though, right?
Yes, I'm talking about a smaller ball.
1 ball, 1 strike here to Josh Robinson. 1 out in the inning. Big lead over at first for Jacob Kidd. Kotz looks over, comes to the stretch, the pitch, swing and a miss. He had him out in front that time. That might have been a little bit of a changeup out of Kotz. And the freshman has looked good here today in relief for Itawamba. 1-2 the count now on Josh Robinson. Haven't seen any long balls today. It's been just a string of hits put together by Pontotoc in that one big inning when they scored 5. And other than that, the pitchers have been pretty good. That pitch is away, ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Robinson. Tyler Holt in the on-deck circle for the Warriors. Pontotoc players forming their own band over there in the dugout. Banging on the dugout wall, I guess. The 10, maybe the 10 in there, but pretty good rhythm out of them. 2-2 pitch. Change up again. Struck him out. It was dropped. And he doesn't have to throw because there's a runner occupying first base. So 2 down as Josh Robinson strikes out. And that is the first strikeout, or second strikeout, excuse me, for Matt Kotz. And that'll bring up Tyler Holt. Holt is 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out. Came in with a .360 average, and that's up a little bit after that base hit. Line drive, base hit, right back up the middle. Kidd will hit the bag at second and hold there with 2 outs. And Holt picks up his second hit of the ball game. And now first and second for Kerry Walker. Walker's 1 for 1. He sacrificed, reached on a fielder's choice, and then singled back in his last at bat back in the 3rd. So he is 1 for 1. And a chance here to extend the Warrior lead with a base hit. They play him straight away in the outfield. Walker had a great season as a defensive back for Pontotoc in football this year. And you know, Bill, you look at this team, 7 out of 9 of the starters are seniors. You look at all the seniors on football. Look at all the seniors on the girls basketball team. That has to be a huge athletic senior class here at Pontotoc.
Big time, and a lot of good athletes in that senior class.
Slow ground ball to third, blocked up by the third baseman off his chest, and he will not have a play. And we'll have to see how they rule that. That should be an error, and it is. Second error against Itawamba, and both of them are against the third baseman. That was a tough hop, but a play that was a makeable play there by Shane Nichols. He let the ball play him a little bit off his chest, and now Hester will bat for the second time today with the bases loaded.
If you're Itawamba, you have to make that play down, you know, 6-2. You got to make that play in this ball game, this third and final game, but nonetheless worked in Pontotoc's favor.
Well, it's been a big day for Hester. Another chance right here. 2 for 2 3 with a couple of runs scored and an RBI. Slow curve is in there for strike one. Good pitch for Kotz.
Get the one you want.
Last time he came up with the bases loaded, he had a ground ball single to the shortstop. Allowed a run to score. Knocked in a run.
Come on, that hit. Keep that hit in your eye there.
6-2 Pontotoc, but a chance to add to the lead here with the bases loaded. There are 2 outs, however. It'll take a hit from Hester here. The 0-1, Kotz ready. Comes from the stretch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And now Kotz trying to work out of a jam right here and keep Itawamba in this game. A base hit could make it really tough on the Indians. Already down by 4 with just 6 outs to go in the bottom of the 5th inning. 0-2 pitch coming to Hester. There it is. Curveball just missed away, and a good job by Hester to lay off of that one, and a good pitch from Kotz. 1-2 the count.
You had a good one, JJ. Go back out again.
1-2 pitch. Little flare into center field. Could be trouble. Yes, it drops in for a base hit. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. And the Warriors lead it 8-2. Weatherford made a diving effort, a good effort to catch that ball in center, but he couldn't come up with it. And 2 RBIs for Hester. And now it's 8-2 Warriors, and Caleb Kidd's back up at the plate.
There might have been the turning point there, Dunn. You know, if they could have finished it off there, you know, now instead of 6-2, you're looking at 8-2. So big play there by Pontotoc to extend the lead by 2 runs, and tough break that time for the Indians.
Caleb Walker goes to third on the single. 3 runs batted in now for J.J. Hester in this ball game, and Caleb Kidd will be the hitter. And the pitch. Ground ball to third. Glove throw to second in time for the out. It'll be 5-4 on the put out, and the side is retired. But another nice inning for the Pontotoc Warriors, and they get that run they lost back +1. And now after 5 complete, your score, Pontotoc 8 and Itawamba 2. We'll be back right after this. Stay with us. We're back here in Pontotoc as we head to the 6th inning. Warriors leading 8-2. First pitch fouled off into the Warrior dugout as Ty Crane leads it off, the bottom 3 in the Itawamba order. Crane is 0 for 2, grounded to short, struck out looking. 7 strikeouts for Caleb Kidd, but it's been a while since he's had one. Crane was the last strikeout he had. He got on a hot streak there where he struck out 6 out of 7 batters he faced. But since then, Itawamba's been able to at least put the bat on the ball, picked up 1 run, and now a 1-1 pitch to Crane is inside ball 2, right along his kneecaps. 2 balls and a strike. Crane, Long, and Trotter due up to bat here in the Itawamba 6th. Down 8-2, they need some runs here There's a fly ball left center field, and moving over to make the catch is Jacob Kidd, one down. Jake Long, the batter, and Long has had some good success against Kidd. He's 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. Hit them both right back up the middle. So he's had a big day. First pitch is outside, ball 1. Cool night here in Pontotoc, probably down, I'd say, in the lower 50s right about now, but no wind, fortunately.
It'd be really not cool if that wind was blowing, Don.
Not at all. And the pitch. Inside corner, strike 1, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Again, we would like to thank the senior parents for bringing you the action here tonight, all the parents of the seniors here on the Pontotoc Ball Club. A big thank you goes out to you.
Curveball, and a strike 2 as it hit the outside corner. Yeah, we appreciate the support that all the parents and coaching staff and administration and businesses here in Pontotoc have given us for this whole season. As you see, a strikeout there. Been a good athletic season for the Warriors. You had a great football team going to the playoffs, and in the Lady Warriors making it to the final 6, going all the way to Jackson in basketball, and now the baseball team. Not to mention some of the other sports that we don't get quite as much coverage also. Doing well, I believe, also. There's a curveball low. Strikeout number 8 for Caleb Kidd on it with that last K on Jake Long. And now the batter is Cody Trotter with 2 down, the base is empty. Pitch is outside corner. Strike called. It's 1-1. Trotter's 1 for 2, popped to first and singled. One offering from Kidd is high ball 2. Tried to overthrow that one a little bit. Hung it high, and it's 2 balls and a strike. 8 runs, 11 hits, 1 error for Pontotoc, 2 runs on 6 hits, and 2 errors for Itawamba. Curveball, and it's fouled off the foot of Trotter. And now Kidd is 1 strike away from getting out of this inning and no damage done. That hit him in the back. Kidd was trying to go inside and bust him in and jam him, and just got a little bit too far in, and so a hit batter. That is the second hit batter on the day by Kidd. And now the batter will be Clay Weatherford. Weatherford's 0 for 2. He walked, came around to score in the first, struck out, and grounded out to short. And that ground out was a big out because they had runners at the corners at the time. He swings and foul tips it for strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch, curveball, and little dribbler foul into the Pontotoc dugout, and it's no balls and 2 strikes now on Clay Weatherford. Weatherford came in as the top hitter on Itawamba's team with a .519 average, leading the team in runs and hits, but he has been contained today by Mr. Kidd. 0-2 pitch here. Kidd delivers. A little bit high, ball 1, 1-2. North Pontotoc in action also today for some of you may be watching. They're over in Nettleton in the 3A playoffs. There's a fly ball left field, should be caught, and it is. Ball hit right to J.J. Hester, and he backed up a couple of steps and hauled it in. And the Indians go 1-2-3 in the top of the 6th. No runs, no hits, and no errors, and after 5.5, Pontotoc leads at 8-2, and now let's go to fan cam. We're going to show you some of the fans here enjoying this Pontotoc baseball game here today.
And you should take a look, Don, a huge crowd, and I know I won't ask you to name all of these people, but quite a few familiar faces here.
Since I can't see the monitor, I'm not going to be able to anyway.
I wasn't going to tell people that, see? As you can see, they're all the way back up against the, what do you call it, the bushes over there. Huge crowd to our left. This is more of a Pontotoc crowd here. And then you got a big crowd over here, your Fulton crowd, back over this way.
A lot of familiar faces. You
got
know
some
that.
people here that want to be on, so we're going to put them on right here. As you can see, the stands are just packed.
Got a man with a heater in the crowd. You know you can't beat that.
You know, that's right. I wish he was a little bit closer to me right now, but
why didn't you set up over there?
That's right. I didn't see the heater. And there, as you come into the entranceway, just take a look over here now. Don, let's zoom in and get a shot of that press box. Got a good shot, and this is what fans can look at this fall. Take a look at that facility over there. Give me the name of that. I'm blank. The football field house.
Field house, yeah.
Yeah.
You said press box.
I'm looking at the field house.
Yeah.
You were looking for the new press box.
I was, yeah.
That is quite a facility there in itself.
Well, August will be rolling around before you know it, and we'll be there, of course, as always. Coach Robbins got a big, tough task on his hands, replacing all those seniors this year.
Losing a pile of them.
If he can get them back to the playoffs, it would be a great coaching job. A great season this year, and unfortunately, losing that tough game on the road against Knoxville County, but it was a good year for Pontotoc Warrior football, and now leading it off for the Warriors, number 15, Tyler Hodge. 2 for 3 on the day with a couple of doubles. That curveball's high for ball 1 from Kotz. Matt Kotz has given his team a chance. You cannot argue the freshman's job that he's done today. He's come in and he has given up 2 runs in the last inning, but he has done a pretty good job in keeping the game within shouting distance, as that one is fouled back out of play, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike on Tyler Hodge. Hodge has scored a run and driven in a run as well today. We'll be selecting the player of the game at the conclusion of this one, and time permitting, we may try to get a post-game interview or 2. And the pitch is low for ball 2, 2 balls and a strike. So far, this game's gone by pretty fast. We're just under 2 hours in the game, and we're in the bottom of the 6th inning. 2 balls and a strike here to Tyler Hodge. Came in hitting 440, and he's raised that today with a 2 for 3 effort. Ground ball to short. Dozier gloves it, throws it across, and it is low, but a good play by the first baseman. And the out sits to 3, and Hodge is retired for the first out in the 6th, and the batter will be Hayes Gregory. Gregory's 1 for 3. Grounded out a couple of times and also has a single in between and an RBI. Got that single back in that big 2nd inning, and that 2nd inning has been the difference in this ball game. That 5-run inning for the Warriors where the bats were really hot. Slow curve in for a strike. Hayes has driven in 62 runs on the year. Just outside, ball 1, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Done really beginning to get a little nippy now. People beginning to wrap up like it's football season.
Seems like that happens a lot when we do baseball.
It does. We get the cold front.
Slow curve away, ball 2, 2 balls and a strike. Well, first Monday in May, you would think it might be a little bit warmer. This is the first time we've done, you and I have done playoff games for a couple of years. We covered Oxford and New Hope a couple of years ago in 4A playoffs, and then a few years back, Houston had a pretty good run back when they were 3A. Lost to Caledonia.
Had a pitcher by the name of Scott Ellison.
Yep.
Their
sure
ace
did.
pitcher. Went on to play on the
right-handed.
collegiate level.
Several of these Pontotoc Warriors are going to be playing community college baseball.
Oh, yeah.
And you never know, they might go on from there. That pitch misses away, ball 4 to Gregory. So Gregory's aboard with a 1-out walk, and the batter will be Jacob Kidd. Kidd's 1 for 2. He singled, flied out to right field, and was hit by a pitch. So 1 for 2 on the day. He scored a run and driven in a run as well. 8-2 Warriors. They have played an outstanding baseball game here today. And the pitch popped it up. High fly ball, shallow right field. Second baseman's going to run over and make the catch for the out, and there's 2 away now. Nick Brown able to put it away.
Now batting for Pontotoc, the designated hitter, number 27.
So we're 2 down, and the runner at first, Nathan Hamilton, the batter. And Hamilton is 0 for 3. He grounded to second, flied out to center, and flied out to left. Got a pinch runner in for Hodge, by the way. Catchers and pitchers can be pinch run for in high school baseball, and I think you can use one other courtesy runner in the game as well sometime throughout the ball game. And there's a slow curve, low ball 1. Not sure why that rule was put in. Just because you're a pitcher or catcher, I don't know why you can't run. Got any idea, Bill?
I'm thinking on that one.
Swing and a miss, and it counts even. 1 ball, 1 strike. I know if I was a catcher and I hit a double in the gap, I would want to try to score myself.
You got that right.
That's just me.
The competitive side of you.
1-1 to count on Nathan Hamilton. And a pitch. Curveball grounded foul up along third. And the third base coach for the Warriors let it go by. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count here on Nathan Hamilton. He's the DH today. Runner leads off first. The 1-2 pitch coming. Hamilton, ground ball to the right side. First baseman backhands it, flips it to the pitcher in time for the out. And it'll be scored 3-1 on the play. And that retires the side. But only 3 outs remaining here for the Itawamba Indians after 6 complete. Pontotoc 8, Itawamba AHS 2. We're going to take you to a break, and we'll be back with the top of the 7th as Caleb Kidd will be trying to close the door on the Indians season and carry the Warriors into the Final 4 in the baseball playoffs. We'll be back in just a moment. We go to the top of the 7th inning, everyone, and Pontotoc is 3 outs away from continuing their baseball season. And the first pitch curveball foul down the first base line. Off the bat of number 5, Nick Brown. Brown is 0 for 2 on the day. He struck out and flied to right, and also had a walk in between there. Only 6 hits today for the Indians, and that pitch is a strike on the outside corner. 0-2 the count here on Nick Brown. Brown, Dozier, Prestige. 2, 3, and 4 for Itawamba. The pitch, slow curve in the dirt for ball 1. A good pitch there by Kidd. It'll be interesting to see. If you're a Pontotoc fan, you're going to be watching the scoreboard and on that Oxford-Ridgeland game. And if you're a true fan, you'll be traveling down to Ridgeland if there's a game 3. Got to be a diehard to go to Ridgeland.
Oh, yeah.
Smith Wheel Stadium. They'll have game 3 sometime later on this week if Oxford wins tonight. If Ridgeland wins, of course, it's over. They lead the series 1-0. 2-2 pitch coming here to Brown. Brown, line shot down the first base line. That's a fair ball. He sliced it into the corner. Going to hit the bag at second. They may have a chance to get him here. Good throw by Walker. And he is going to be in a rundown, and he is out. Great play by Kerry Walker. And Caleb Kidd pointing out there to Walker.
Wow.
Saying, great play. He got over there in a hurry and came up gunning. And the runner, Brown, He just stopped. He knew he was going to be a dead duck and tried to go back to first, couldn't make it, and he is out. It'll be a single and out trying to stretch it to a double. Well, that's a tough out there for Itawamba. You got to be sure you can make it down 6 runs, and so a good play for Walker, definitely a great play, but not a good base running by Brown either. Here's Brian Dozier. He is 1 for 3, and he grounds that one foul. And since some of the Warrior players scurrying over there at the dugout, 1 ball, 1 strike the count on Brian Dozier. He singled, struck out looking, fly to right. Has the only RBI of the game for Pontotoc. The other one scored on a pass ball. The other run for the Indians. Wouldn't it be great to see Pontotoc and Oxford go to battle again? 2 teams in the same division have had some great games. Pontotoc won both of the first 2 meetings. There's a ground ball hit sharply at the shortstop Robinson. Robinson boots it, comes up throwing, and it's late. It'll be an error on Robinson. Second error against Pontotoc in the game. And so that'll breathe a little bit of life into the Indian attack. And it'll bring up their cleanup hitter, Chance Prestige. Prestige is 1 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout and a base hit. Slow curve in the dirt for ball 1. Ridgeland, of course, those of you who follow college baseball know they have one of the top pitchers in the state. Pitched a 2-hitter last Friday against Oxford, and he is a Division I signee. I can't remember exactly who he went to. That pitch is high for ball 2. I believe his name is Justin Smith, but he is a big-time pitcher for Ridgeland. 2 balls and a strike. And the curveball is fouled off the end of the bat for strike 2, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Prestige. What can you say about Caleb Kidd coming back on short rest? And he has been in a little bit of trouble at times, but he has been able to get the big outs when he's had to and held Itawamba to only 2 runs on 7 hits. And the pitch. Little blooper right field. That may be Walker's going to make the catch. Throw back to first. Not in time. Walker almost made another great play. And Kerry Walker, who already thrown 1 man out, has an assist. He almost had another one, and there are 2 outs now. And the batter is Shane Nichols. And the Warriors are 1 out away from the final 4 in the state. And their 30th win if they can hold on, as that pitch is fouled back off the bat of Shane Nichols. He is 1 for 2. He was hit by a pitch, struck out and singled. 30-3. That's a pretty impressive record. I don't care what sport it is. Curveball, swing and a miss, strike 2. And the crowd will come to their feet as Kidd would love to get the strikeout here to end it. Here it is, the pitch. Just missed away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. A 1-2, says the scoreboard. High fly ball, center field, that should do it. Kidd, Jacob Kidd is under it, he's got it. And Pontotoc has advanced to the North Half playoff, the 3rd round, which will be this weekend. As the Warriors move to 30-3 on the year, as Itawamba ends their season at 24-10. So a great effort today by Coach Webb and his Warriors, as Pontotoc defeats Itawamba by the final score of 8-2. We'll take a break and try to come back with some post-game show here from Pontotoc right after the break. Stay with us.
Look, I just got up. Oh, they do that. They're making it around, look.
That's dust. This first season of the coach,
He don't ever use it. Let's get in. We get over here. We're quiet and we go here fast. I'm going to get real close anyway.
Joined now by head coach Phil Webb. Pontotoc Warriors advancing to the Final Four here in the state playoffs. First of all, coach, congratulations on the win, your 30th of the season. It's been a great first season here in Pontotoc and a great team for these players, especially this senior-laden class.
That's right. We got a lot of seniors. Guys have played hard, worked hard, and had a great game, great season so far. We've played a lot more baseball.
Talk about the effort today by your senior pitcher, Caleb Kidd, coming back on short rest after a big game Friday and struggling there early, but he was able to get it together and was really a warrior down the stretch.
That's right. Caleb came to me today, told me he wanted the ball. Let's go. He's seen the pitcher. He's let me know, and you got to go with him. Had a little trouble early, but got through the first inning and then cruised most of the way through the game. Threw extremely well. A lot of heart.
Second inning was a huge inning for you. Got 5 runs on the board, and you guys were able to put a couple of doubles there together, and that really got the confidence of the team going, I thought, and propelled you into the big win.
We finally felt like we swung the bat in the second inning like we're capable of. Had a lot of big hits, and that just got a lot of confidence going. And once it started, it just kind of carried over to the next hitter.
Well, I know you've reached a big goal getting here to the north half. You'll either play Ridgeland or Oxford, who's playing game 2 tonight. One team you're very familiar with in Oxford, you've beaten them twice this year. Ridgeland's a team that has one of the top pitchers in the state.
Both clubs are excellent ball clubs. They're very well coached. Got great pitching, great defense. They wouldn't be here if they wasn't great. So they're definitely gonna be a good matchup.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you joining us. Good luck next week in the Final Four, and we'll be glad to see you then.
Thank you.
All right. Joined now by left fielder J.J. Hester, who had a big day today, 3 hits and 3 RBIs, a couple of runs scored, and I know as a senior, J.J., this has to be a great feeling here to make it to the north half. Still not through, though, and first of all, talk about this game here today.
This game right here meant a lot. Our season was on the line, and Coach just come out and said, after you walk off the field today, don't feel like you have any regrets, and I think that's what we did. We went out and played with a lot of heart tonight, and we ultimately just won, continued our season.
Well, you came up in a couple of big clutch situations today. Bases loaded twice. You got an infield single the first time and a single the second time, and took advantage of the opportunities, and that's what you guys did, especially in that second inning, putting 5 runs on the board.
Yes, sir. The second inning was big. We come out and we hit like Pontotoc's capable to hit, and that's what coaches talked about all week, is just show them what we can do, and we're trying to get a lot of respect, and I think our fans, they're starting to realize that we've got a shot this year, and that's what we want, just a little respect.
No question, the fans have been great here supporting this team, and now you got at least 2 more games, hopefully more than that, but you'll either play Oxford or Ridgeland. Oxford you're very familiar with. You've played them a couple times, had some great games against them. Ridgeland is a high-profile team who has one of the top pitchers in the state.
Yes, sir. If we get Oxford, we know they're beatable. We beat them twice this year. We're going to come out and we're going to play them hard. If we get Ridgeland, you know, that's what we want. We want a pitcher that can dominate a game just to see what we can do against him. I think he's beatable. That's all we want, just to play.
JJ, we appreciate you joining us. 3 for 4 on the day, 3 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Joined now by our co-player of the game, Caleb Kidd, who had a big day today. 7 innings pitched, 7 hits allowed, and only giving up 2 runs, moves to 11-0 in the year. And you came back on short rest today, Caleb, showing that you're a Warrior and how much this team wants to win. And you struggled a little bit early. You were able to get it together, though, there in the 3rd inning and went on a streak of 6 out of 7 batters that you struck out. Tell us about your feeling coming into this game and wanting the ball.
Coming in the game, we just talked about it. We had to throw strikes. Last time we played them, walks. Or last time I pitched, their first 3 runs were off of walks. And I knew if I, threw strikes, defense had my back, and we had a shot to win.
You had a little bit of trouble in the early innings with your command, but after your team offensively got on track, and in fact you had a big hit in that inning as well, scored 5 runs in the 2nd. It seemed like the confidence level of you and the team really jumped in that 3rd inning.
Right. We've been talking all week. We've had runners on base the whole series, but we never got the big hit to get them in. But tonight we did. We came up with big hits and hit the ball like we've been doing all year long.
30 wins. It's a big statement for this team and the seniors on this team. 7 out of 9 of your starters are seniors, and you played together for a while now. And I know getting to that 30-win plateau is a big number, and now you have to feel like you have the confidence to maybe take this thing all the way.
Right. We had a long win streak going there, and they snapped it Saturday, but we're going to try to get, 4 more? 4 more to get it all.
4 more would take it, that's right. And you'll either have the Oxford Chargers, a team you're familiar with in the same division, or Ridgeland. And I know you would really be excited to maybe even potentially go up against Justin Smith, the big pitcher from Ridgeland, if that's what happens. And they're playing over in Oxford tonight.
Right, they're both good teams, and whichever one comes out, we'll be ready for them.
Caleb, we appreciate you joining us. Look forward to seeing you in round 3, the North Half Championship, down to 4 teams now. The Pontotoc Warriors will try to advance on next weekend against either Ridgeland or Oxford. Caleb, we appreciate it. All right, thanks, sir. But here from Pontotoc Field, the Warriors have defeated the Itawamba Indians by the final score of 8-2. Congratulations to the Warriors. They'll advance on to either take on Ridgeland or Oxford. We understand Oxford won tonight 7-5, so they will have a deciding game down at Smith Wheel Stadium later on in the week to determine the opponent for the Warriors. We want to thank Coach Webb for joining us in the post-game show, as well as our co-players of the game, Caleb Kidd and also J.J. Hester, on both having big nights. That's going to do it here from Pontotoc, a big win for the Pontotoc Warriors, and we'll have more Warrior action for you once we determine the dates and when those games will be. We hope you enjoyed it here on the Pontotoc Cable. For Bill Morgan, I'm Don Brooks, saying so long. We'll see you next time, everyone.